Oh, this chair. Hi guys. So the other day I had an idea because I love watching mukbangs, specifically Stephanie Sue, because sometimes when I watch mukbangs I get a little bored. I have a tendency to drift off and then watch another mukbang. But with Stephanie Sue, because she tells crime stories, it's so interesting that I don't feel like I drift off, like I'm in it 100% till the very end, and her videos are mad long. So I wanted to do mukbangs because I'm such a big foodie, and it was so much fun making the quarantine cuisine video because I love to cook, but something I love to do more than cooking is eating. I wanted to come up with an idea for my own kind of mukbang, and I had an idea to make musical mukbang, patent pending, where I eat food and tell a plot for a musical. But yeah, that's my idea. I wanted to get a local restaurant. I was really trying to find one around here that was remotely affordable. I'm poor. Like, I wanted to do a local restaurant, but all the local restaurants around here are very fancy schmancy, and to get this much food from a local restaurant would cost about $30, while this costs about $17. So again, I'm sorry that I'm not getting a local restaurant, but I promise you, the other weekends, my parents and I have been ordering in on Saturdays, and on those Saturdays, we've been ordering the whole family from specifically local restaurants around here to help them out in this hard time. And if you guys want to get food, you should definitely do local restaurants if you can afford it. I really wanted to do it, but it was just way too much money, and considering that I wanted to do a mukbang with a lot of food but didn't want to break my bank that I don't have. But if you can, get from your local restaurants, please. Is it recording? Today we have Chipotle.
Oh my god, I love Chipotle.
We have chips, guac, tortilla on the side, and a bowl. In my bowl I get steak, pinto beans, brown rice, salsa, sour cream, cheese, veggies, hot salsa, but I also have Tabasco because I like it a little bit hotter too. So yeah, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. Okay. I've just been watching Disney Plus movies, specifically Starstruck and the Lizzie McGuire movie. Don't ask questions.
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
I live on a busy road. Do you hear my dog coming? She's just staring at me. Do you want another piece? Yeah? Good girl. Stay there, okay, Mama? It's missing these pieces on this side because I gave some of those to my dog. I'm going to talk about the plot of Bye Birdie, which is one of my favorite musicals. I don't know how people mukbang when they have an animal. I'm sorry, Cassie. The show starts when a man named Albert Peterson, who owns like a music producing company, he's in a bit of a pickle because the biggest superstar he has in his that he's producing is Conrad Birdie, which the show kind of makes like a spoof on Elvis. So Conrad Birdie gets drafted into the army. So he doesn't know what to do because, you know, that's his biggest client. And he's going to lose him because he's going into the army. Now, while he's dealing with this, his assistant slash secretary Rosie comes. And Rosie is all like, look, Albert, I'm tired of working here. You know that I've never been just your assistant. Implying that they're like dating. And she's like, I've never just been your assistant. We've been dating. I don't want to work anymore if we don't get married. No, Albert doesn't really know what to do because Albert's mom doesn't approve of them dating because Rosie's Spanish. So she gets upset because she tells him about how when they were first dating, he always said that he was going to be an English teacher. And that dream just kind of went away once he started producing music. And so Albert doesn't know what to do. And he's like, you know what? If you'll help me, if we figure out what to do about Conrad, then I'll leave this business, I'll talk to my mother, and hopefully we can be together. So Rosie has this idea that since there's no way of getting out of being drafted, Conrad can find a fan that he has, go to their town, make the whole town happy, and sing a big song that Albert's been working on. And it'll be kind of like a good way to end it with a bang, you know? My chip got stuck. And can't you stop looking at me like that? I'm sorry, Mama. So then she looks at like his fan club members and stuff and settles on a girl named Kim McAfee from Sweet Apple, Ohio. So she calls to tell the operator to get her to be able to talk to Kim. But the operator's like, all of Sweet Apple, Ohio's lines are busy. Oh. And Rosie's like, how? Flash to Sweet Apple, Ohio, Kim has just gotten pinned. Now, in like the 50s, 60s type vibe, getting pinned basically mean that you were like with someone. It was basically just to show that someone was your boyfriend or someone was your girlfriend. And so everyone's on the phone talking about Kim and her boyfriend Hugo and how they got pinned. So then, after that, Rosie finally gets to get on the phone with Kim. And she tells her, we represent Conrad Birdie. We know that you're part of his fan club and you really like him. We're going to come to your town. And we're going to have like a huge thing that he's coming to your town. And then on TV, he's going to sing his last song that he's ever going to make before getting drafted into the army, and then after he sings the song, he's gonna kiss you. And Kim's like, oh my god, obviously she's freaking out because she loves him, she's part of the fan club. Conrad, Rosie, and Albert all go to Sweet Apple, Ohio now, and they see how much of like a buzz everything is for Conrad. All the girls love him. They're all upset he's going to the army. But Conrad's kind of a crazy bitch. He's kind of wild. And so all the reporters are like, you know, we heard Conrad did this. And because he's going into the army, you don't want to think that this guy going into the army is a crazy nut job. That's wild. So Rosie and Albert basically pull stuff out of their ass and say that he's like a great guy and he's very sweet and they're just making him sound like something he's not. So then Sweet Apple has like a welcoming thing for them. And so at the welcoming thing, Conrad performs and all the girls are like, ah! And so everyone's all excited. So Hugo, I don't know why my throat just made that. Hello? So Hugo, Kim Steady, her boyfriend, is obviously mad. He's like, you know how bad this looks? I literally just pinned you and you're gonna go on TV and kiss someone else. But Kim's like, no, don't worry about it, I love you. But then Conrad performs and he's all schmexy and everyone faints. Now, Kim's parents are also not very sure about this whole plan because, you know, they don't want their daughter to go on TV and kiss this guy. And they also don't like how, since now they're in Sweet Apple, Conrad has to live in Kim's house. And so our parents are like, he's crazy, we don't want him here. So Albert has to tell them that, oh, it's okay if you don't want him here. It's just that we need him here because when your daughter goes on TV and kisses him, it's going to be on the Ed Sullivan Show. And we can get you on the Ed Sullivan Show too. So then the parents are all excited. And they're like, well, of course, we want to be on the Ed Sullivan Show. So then they're okay with it. So because Albert's mom doesn't approve of his relationship with Rosie, she decides to come to Sweet Apple, Ohio and talk to them. And she brings this like curvy blonde, like super sexy, and she's like, you don't need Rosie. My guac fell. She's like, you can get another secretary. You should get this girl as your secretary. And he doesn't give her the secretary job, but he gives her another job. I think to be like a typist or something. And Rosie's pissed. She's like, excuse me? So basically Rosie and Albert kind of break up because of this, but it's never like confirmed, but she's like mad and he like gave an important job to another girl and he's like giving her attention. So she comes up with a plan to sabotage the last kiss thing between Conrad and Kim on TV. So Hugo's jealous that Kim gets to kiss Conrad on TV. Well, not that he wants to kiss him, but he gets mad that she's going to kiss another boy, especially on TV. And Rosie's mad that Albert's giving all this attention to this random bitch. I keep breaking my chips. And so both of them are like, let's mess it up. So when the last kiss whole TV special happens, Hugo goes up on the stage and punches Conrad in the face, leaving him unconscious so he doesn't get to kiss Kim. Kim gets upset at Hugo for doing this, and Albert gets upset at Rosie for like helping sabotage it, but Rosie's like, you know what, sis? Bitch, we breaking up. Bye. And so she dumps him. And Albert's on TV like, ah. So there are no plans to reschedule the last kiss thing that got sabotaged. And Rosie and Kim are just talking about like how dumb boys are because both of them are mad at their men. And so even though Conrad got punched in the face, he's still like,
I got my hat on backwards and it's time to fucking party.
So he still wants to go crazy. So then Kim is like, you want to go crazy up in this hazy? There's this place called the Ice House where all the fun people go to party. I don't know what I'm saying. And she's like, we should go there. And he's like, alright. So her and him and a bunch of teenagers decide to go. Now since Hugo's all like depressed, he tries to get into a bar and get drunk. But they don't let him in because he's literally like 16. Like, who you fooling, sir? But Rosie's in there, all depressed because of Albert. She's drunk at the bar, popping bottles in the pie. What's it called? How does that song go? Popping bottles in the pie, getting slizzard. What am I talking about? My dog's looking at me like she literally wants to kill me. So then, Rosie's drunk at the bar. And because she's like just gotten over a breakup, she does what every normal girl does. And she's like, I'm about to fuck everyone here. So, oh my god. I want my mommy. Bitch, did anyone call you here? Did anyone call you here? Hugo finds out that Kim and Conrad are at the Ice House. And he's like, bitch. And while that's happening, Rosie's at the bar being like, hello, everybody. And then Albert calls the bar and he's like, Rosie, take me back. I love you. And she's like, ah, bitch. So then she hangs up on him and starts hitting with like a Shriners meeting, and to this day I don't know what a Shriner is. But then the Shriners start getting a little bit creepy, and then Albert comes and like saves her from basically being forced into like a gangbang. This is a weird show, but I swear it's good. So Hugo snitches and he tells Kim's parents, like, your daughter is at the Ice House with Bye Birdie, and her parents are like, whoop. So them and all the other teenagers that are at the Ice House, their parents and like the police and everyone, they go to the Ice House. So then everyone gets to the Ice House and they're there for like basically statutory rape because Conrad's like this grown-ass man. But then Kim realizes Conrad's not the guy for her. And she goes back to Hugo. Isn't Conrad the name of someone in the Cat in the Hat movie? I think the son's name is Conrad. That's a weird movie. Albert's like, you know what? I'm not going to be a little bitch anymore, okay, Rosie? So he gets his mom to go back to Sweet Apple, and he's like, listen, bitch. I'm dating her. I'm going to be with her. If you have a problem with that, after I marry her, you can file a complaint with the Whiny Bitch Association, because I'm marrying her. And the mom is like, oh! So because of like the statutory rape thing, Conrad goes to jail. But Albert bails him out in time for him to go into the army. And everything's Gucci. And Conrad's like, because you saved my ass, you have a lifetime contract with me. Because I got you, man. Albert tells his mom to fuck off. No, I'm kidding. He's just like, go live your life, Mom. Leave me alone. Because the mom is always up his ass. And so then he tells Rosie, like, we're not going back to New York, babe. We're going to a small little town. I'm going to become an English teacher. And we finna get married. And Rosie's all happy. Everyone's all happy. And they run off together, happily engaged. But anyways, you guys should listen to Bye Birdie, watch the production of it, watch the movie. The movie's plot is way different from the actual musical's plot. It's really weird. There's a whole ass section of like a turtle on crack. Like, it's just really a whole ass mess. But it's a good movie. Has Dick Van Dyke, has Cheetah Rivera. It has a guy who was the voice of the little rat in Charlotte's Web. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that a lot. Comment down below another musical that you want me to tell the plot of. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. Send it to your friends if they like musicals, if they like mukbangs, if they like Hispanic people talking to them. Maybe they find it soothing. Be safe. Wash your hands. Don't go outside. If you have to go outside, don't. Go in your backyard. Go in your backyard and chase a bird. Peace.